intense and intense only potentiate with aligned action. What sounds or looks good on paper has to feel better in person. As someone who loves to communicate, what irritates me the most is overpromises. They're shallow. They break trust. And that, when that trust is broken and you've got a rejection wound, you better bet you're gonna clam on. You're gonna ask, and that's why you end up feeling needy. Like, I know I have. I end up feeling needy. That's not fun, right? That's not fun. And particularly like early on in relationships, this new relationship energy. Gosh, it can, or when in a long-term relationship, when there's been some type of rupture or there's a reason to look at things, to kind of reevaluate, reassess, kind of reset, man, that's when the promises come. And that's when it's really, really important to just not make them. Because you don't actually know if you can. If you don't feel like 150% sure you can and have concrete ways in which you're going to take those actions, it's really, really hard, unless you're one of those people who really can. And there's very few people who can just say, okay, I'm doing this and let's just do it. Because reality is 1 degree changes are fucking hard. 1 degree changes take a lot. I'll talk, I'm going to talk about some of the changes that I've been working through, but and how I apply this in my work. But it's a lot, particularly by the time we are midlife. Fuck, we have had millions of opportunities to experience the same thing over and over and over and over. And yet, and obviously it's not really that easy to shift. If it was that easy to shift, we shifted. Like, we would have shifted it. But we haven't for a reason. And that reason needs to be acknowledged. And that reason is that the way we are now is maybe uncomfortable, shameful as it feels. It's what's safe. And you've probably heard that before, and it may seem like a bunch of bullshit, but it's so true. And what's safe is comfortable. So it is, obviously incredibly effortful. Highly, highly effortful to shift that. Highly effortful to shift that. But absolutely fucking possible. The ways of doing that are lots of steps. And there's not just one step, and it's not just one moment. It's moments after moments after moments after moments. To really lean in on that neuroplasticity, first you have to actually access it. You have to access it. You have to open up those synapses. And this is where plant medicines can come in, different meditations can come in. When your body is in such a relaxed place where it actually isn't detaching from that automaticity, that's how that begins to work. There's lots of ways you can get there. But when we really are thinking about, with any relationship, work, partner, particularly the intimate ones, don't overpromise, because you likely will underdeliver, and underdelivering to yourself, that's a self-betrayal. Fuck, like, of course it's a betrayal to your partner. And it's not intentional. It's just what ends up happening. And that's what fosters disappointment, which then fosters resentment, because everyone's acting under the guise of, this is our shared goal, this is our shared vision, and this is what we're assuming is going to happen, but it doesn't. There's nothing palpable. And it is absolutely a practice to live in the space where you can't hold on to it. You know? It's a beautiful space when you can get there. It It really is, but it's definitely a practice, and it has to be appreciated. So, yeah, that aligned action. That's what it's about. So if you are going to make those changes, you're going to make those promises to your partner. Think about this aligned action. And are you going to increase your capacity while acquiring new resources or skills to actually potentiate? That's the questions you should ask yourself, and that's what you want to know. It is a knowing inside. It is a knowing. Damn, that knowing feels good. So ask yourself those questions and give yourself that knowledge. Give yourself that.